Good morning, good looking.
Hello.
Are you praying? Or are you getting ready to perform on ice?
Is that what you do? You sit like this before you're about to perform on ice? I'm stretching, baby. I'm trying. It doesn't look like I'm stretching, but I'm trying to get my ass. Well, I have got my ass touching my heels here, just to stretch out my quads as much as I can. Be comfortable with my knees in this position because I never used to be. And we've got yoga happening tomorrow or Wednesday.
Oh, tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get a head start. So I do like to stretch in the morning for about 10 minutes. I just noticed that it takes longer and longer. Every 5 years or so I'll reflect and go, wow, it does take longer for my body to warm up in the morning. So if I train in the morning, it's not good. It takes quite a few sets for me to warm up. And I can do it, but it just takes my workout so much longer. So an hour workout can take about an hour and 20 because I'm having to spend so much more time warming up between sets. And of course I want this for longevity. I prefer to train in the afternoon, but get my stretch on in the morning and then foam roll and stretch a little bit before the body parts that I train. But I don't usually dress like this at the gym to stretch.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, because I don't know, maybe it's inappropriate. It isn't where I come from.
I think the older you get, the shorter your shorts can get.
Yeah, and the more inappropriate we become.
Yeah.
You only have to go into the men's changing rooms to see that. God, I wish they had blinders.
Why?
Because you get old men just coming to talk to you. I was like, geez, okay, now I've got to make eye contact for a long time. Can't look
At your eyes.
Yeah, I have to look straight into the eyes because usually, you look around and stuff like that. It's like, God, I could look at something by accident. And I can't unsee that shit, And I've been thinking about what my dad had said at the White Hart pub in Acton, which had already seemed like a lifetime ago, but it was only months. He said, if you can't find a way of dealing with this is not the career for you. So I found a way. I would become someone else. I would become a character from the album and I'd hide behind it or within that image. With replicas, I created my first of many personas that I'd hide behind until decades later, the need for them to eventually be faded away. That's badass because, he had Asperger's, and he had problems with being really nervous and throwing up and couldn't be with other people in the studio. He had to go in there by himself. I don't know if you remember what he looked like this is 1979, so you probably wouldn't, but he'd have all this makeup on, this like black lipstick, and he would look like a robot. So by doing that, he was able to hide behind his persona and be able to go on stage because he's a character, he's not himself.
I like that.
I thought it was really cool.
I like
so
that.
That's how he was able to deal with all these issues that he had.
That's a great way to deal with it, because I think sometimes we hide behind our persona instead of allowing that to push us forward.
Yeah.
So.
Well, eventually he said he had to get rid of him. But I like as well when he talks about, with that album Replicas, it was all about machines because people thought they would be better than the political front, but then the machines realized it was people that were the problem. So it started eliminating people one by one, and each machine was designed to kill or injure people in a different way.
Wow.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Feel that helps?
No, I just think it looks cool.
You were doing it in some other place earlier.
Yeah, that helped. But it didn't look cool. I just like, it's leg day today, so I like to manipulate and just break up a little bit of the scar tissue. That's it, because of course I'm doing cardio. We went snowboarding over the weekend. And so I do a little bit of foam rolling before I do legs. I stretch in the morning. And then use a little bit of the massage gun, especially around the knee area, the rectus femoris, because when you're doing exercises that put a little pressure, too noisy, is it?
It might be
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's like we're at a building site.
Yeah, it's a fucking gym. But what was I saying?
Scar tissue?
Yeah, I can't
Pressure
remember in
knees.
context what I was saying. Oh yeah, yeah. When you're doing exercises like hack squat or lunges or pistol squats or anything like that that puts a bit of pressure around the knees, I find just breaking up a little bit of the scar tissue that may be surrounding the fucking knees can help. Get pissed off, we'll talk it later. Why are you holding that mic there? You want to... So I was just telling Brandon here that last week we used this as a warm-up and we finished with this exercise to go to failure on quads, but this week I'm actually going to go to failure. I'm going to use this as my first exercise to go to failure on, and that's a leg extension because you're filming me and not that. So I just feel that my knees just feel a little bit, not vulnerable, just a little bit drier. So I want to make sure that I go to absolute failure here to pre-fatigue the quads before going on to like leg press, compound movements, things like that. Up to your standard, Brandon? I feel okay, but just tired. No, I just had a busy morning and just had to go straight to the bank, and that didn't turn out how we wanted. So I feel tired. You know, like I was falling asleep in the bank. I was like, I'm gonna go to the car and get my pre-caged.
Well, is this a day for music then? Get your fucking headphones on.
I'll fucking switch it on when I need to, motherfucker. Alright, this is my fucking set.
Yeah, here we go. It's gonna be the best workout of your life.
When the stack is on, the game is on.
Come on.
There's grass on the pitch, the game is on.
One of the things that and I always play back and forth, and Jay Cutler gave a good tip one time. He's like, a lot of guys will get on this and they point their toes really up, like they're driving with their toes in their heels, which I actually like to do, and I feel like I can get more strength. I've tried it with like the limp foot, where you just take your feet out of it and you're really truly just pulling with your legs. It is definitely much harder, but I don't seem to be able to get the weight and the reps by pointing my toes up. Like, do you have a preference, or have you tried either way?
Yeah, I've tried both ways, because it's the same like when you do, like Bob Ciccarello always used to say, well, extend your arms down, it'll isolate your biceps more. But yeah, I don't feel that you're able to create as much force onto the biceps because you can't pull as much weight. If you're going strict on this movement, I think you could flex your tibialis, flex your forearm. It doesn't matter. I think a lot of people today have too many discussions and dissect this shit a little bit too much instead of just fucking pushing.
Yeah.
Just push.
Still love you, Jay. You still got the best legs in the business.
He has. He has. I remember the first time I did a leg pose with Cutler in 2001. I had his arm around him, he had his arm around me, and I went down like that, and I was like, where is your knee? Because there's a bulge here, a bulge there. And I'm like, I can't see the knee. It was just insane.
Yeah. We were doing back the other day or whatever. There's two ways to spot people, right? You wait till they get to the end of whatever rep they're doing, leg extensions, press, shoulders. You wait till they fail, and then people step in and go, oh, now you lost all momentum, or you're in a tough spot in your rep, in your range of motion. And then as the spotter, you end up having to do a lot of work just to get it moving again. That's one way to do it.
And the person then who's doing the work disengages the muscle and can't engage it again.
You lose grip, you lose whatever. For me, I'm like, keep my rep in motion. Make me feel like I'm doing it. It's good for my head, but also it doesn't stop, that motivation that I have, like I gotta get to 10. But if you get to 6 and you go, oh, fuck,
Yeah,
That last
there's only
scoring-
way I can do 2 more with this type of
your mind
spot.
your mind goes, oh, it's gonna be on me. It's like it's all gonna be Kris now.
Yeah.
Like I did 6. Now Kris will help me get 4. Versus if you keep me in motion, I think I'm going to get all 10 myself. It's just a different
So
way to
this
spot.
was just a very polite way of Brandon saying that you are shit at spotting, dude. You better check yourself. So I was like, okay, I'll keep this thing moving, and then he was
No,
happy.
It was an ego thing, right? I didn't want to fail at 6. I'm like, make me look like I did 10.
Ever what?
Crushed your cock when you do side raises. Have you done that?
Oh yeah.
That is the
Yeah,
worst.
because like, and I'm notorious for knowing to hit my hands. Like, so I do a lot more traps when I'm coming in. But yeah, you come down and you stand up a little bit.
I don't necessarily get my cock, I get my foreskin. So I slice that fucker. But I do finish my set.
Yeah.
I'll complain after, in between, you know?